Astrology Sunday, December 25th to Saturday, December 31st, 2022. As we wrap up our year, we see Venus sextile Neptune on December 28th. We might meet our soulmate today. The sense of magic, beauty, and enchantment we feel is more real than any other connection of these two planets. It's a great day for romantic dates. Everyone's favorite celestial transit takes over the sky on December 29th. Mercury retrograde begins in Capricorn. Mercury retrograde isn't a cosmic curse, but rather an opportunity to work out issues now, so you can move forward after it ends. On the same day, Mercury and Venus sync up at the same spot in the sign of Capricorn. Conversations that were glossed over are up for a redo. Don't be afraid to share what's really on your mind. The year ends on a dramatic note on December 31st when Venus and Pluto, both in Capricorn, lock horns. When these two planets meet, the intensity in your connections reaches new heights. Take this as an opportunity to address any unhealthy power dynamics or issues of jealousy that have wiggled their way into your relationships. You're spending your time with your fears so you can turn your pain into power. This way, you're moving into the new year reborn and ready to tackle whatever may come your way. Aries Weekly Horoscope. Everyone's favorite celestial occurrence pops back up on December 29th, when Mercury goes retrograde. You may find yourself rethinking whatever goals or ambitions you set your sights on. Are they truly in alignment with the life you want to live? Have you been living for the expectations of others and the pressure society places upon you? This is your chance to carve a path forward that feels more authentic and fulfilling. Taurus Weekly Horoscope. Bask in the abundant energy while you can, because Mercury retrograde arrives in Capricorn on December 29th. This retrograde may have you re-examining some of the plans and goals you've been dreaming about. Hearing from people from your past is also a major possibility. On the same day, Mercury and Venus both in Capricorn meet at the same point in the sky. You may learn some surprising yet thrilling news. Don't be afraid to share how you feel with others, compassion is in the air. Gemini Weekly Horoscope. You might be connecting with particularly creative and inspiring people on December 28th, when Venus in Capricorn meets with Neptune in Pisces. You're feeling empowered and supported. Ride the wave of momentum while it lasts because Mercury retrograde begins in Capricorn on the following day. This is a significant time to review your past and release any old stories that you no longer need. You're ready for a transformation. Mercury and Venus, both in Capricorn, meet at the same point in the sky on December 29th, marking a moment of assistance whether it's financial or emotional. The year ends on a dramatic note as Venus and Pluto, both in Capricorn, meet at the same point in the sky on December 31st. You're considering the power dynamics that exist within all of your existing relationships. Watch for feelings of jealousy and manipulation. Don't be afraid to claim your power. You may also receive a reality check around your desires and fears. Cancer Weekly Horoscope. It's time to hit the pause button because Mercury retrograde begins in Capricorn on December 29th. Whatever plans you are eager to move forward are about to undergo some major revisions. You're being asked to address any unresolved issues within your close relationships, whether that's romantic, professional, or familial. Having these tough conversations will serve you well down the road. Exes may also make a cameo appearance. Venus and Pluto meet at the same spot in the sky on December 31st. The year ends with some drama of the heart. You may be confronting the dark side of your relationships, power struggles, or clashing of wills. This may be an opportunity to forge deeper bonds by expressing yourself authentically. Leo Weekly Horoscope. Everyone's favorite celestial holiday arrives on December 29th when Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn. Whatever new project is coming into your life will arrive with some speed bumps and reflections. There could be delays and petty conflicts along the way, but it's so you can find a smoother solution moving forward. You may also feel like you're being mentally tested. The year wraps up with a dose of drama on December 31st when Venus, the planet of love, meets with Pluto, the planet of the underworld. What habits are more harmful than helpful? It's time to purge. You're ready to transform your life and start the new year on a new note. Virgo Weekly Horoscope. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn arrives on December 29th to cause some confusion and bring delays. Whatever intentions you set around the new moon may be up for revision. When Mercury backpedals through this part of your chart, X's are more likely to crop up. Mercury and Venus, both in Capricorn, meet at the same point in the sky on the same day and bring clarity and compassion to all discussions. The year ends on an intense note on December 31st when Venus and Pluto meet at the same point in the sky. Your desires and destructive impulses are up for review. What old ways of thinking might be better off left in 2022? It's time to get real with yourself and explore your subconscious. Libra Weekly Horoscope. Buckle up, because Mercury retrograde arrives in Capricorn on December 29th. This is a powerful time to reflect on your family's history, ancestry, and the psychological patterns that have been passed down through generations. You might have some issues with roommates or family. Whatever inconveniences show up during this time are helping you find a more sustainable way to operate in the future. When Venus and Mercury meet at the same point in the sky, there's more compassion and understanding in the air than normal. The year ends with a hint of intensity when Venus and Pluto meet in Capricorn on December 31st. What part of yourself have you been forced to suppress? It's time to confront any dysfunctional power imbalances within your family unit. It's time to stand up for yourself. Scorpio Weekly Horoscope. Get ready for a little rewind and rethinking when it comes to your new moon intentions when Mercury retrograde begins in Capricorn on December 29th. This may also be a nostalgic time with you reflecting on your time in high school and how far you've come. Don't be surprised if you hear from exes. How have you neglected your needs and given your power away in certain relationships? These thoughts are coming up for a reason, so you can address them and start the new year on a new note. Sagittarius Weekly Horoscope. Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn on December 29th. You're about to double down and start rethinking your financial goals. There is a shift that needs to be made before you can move forward. This could signal the delay of a check, raise, or job opportunity. No worries, this will all clear up in a couple of weeks. Mercury and Venus meeting in Capricorn might bring some relief and clarity around these topics later the same day. The year ends with a wave of intensity as Venus and Pluto meet in the sky on December 31st. It's time to release old habits and thoughts about money. Your financial world can shift from destabilizing to empowering if you take time to address some of what's beneath the surface. Capricorn Weekly Horoscope. Some cosmic delays arrive on December 29th when Mercury retrograde begins in your sign. You may be rethinking your self-expression and how you want to show up in the world. This can feel like a frustrating time, but trust that this reflecting process will bring help for you to move forward. Exercise patience and know that people may be misunderstanding your motives. When Mercury and Venus meet Capricorn on the same day, you may get some good news or support from key relationships. Venus and Pluto both in your sign meet on December 31st. Where have you been letting your shadow side take the steering wheel? Take responsibility for the times you get in your own way and start 2023 on a fresh note. Aquarius Weekly Horoscope. Wake up, because Mercury retrograde begins in Capricorn on December 29th. This is the time to revise limiting beliefs and old habits that no longer serve you. Take inventory of your subconscious mind and explore and nurture your spiritual side. Mercury and Venus both in Capricorn meet at the same point in the sky on the same day, bringing harmony to conversations you have with loved ones. Your year wraps up with Venus and Pluto both in Capricorn meeting at the same spot in the sky on December 31st. Send past versions of yourself forgiveness and compassion rather than shame. You can move forward with new values and habits whenever you choose. Pisces Weekly Horoscope. Just as you're defining your goals, you may start to also experience some uncertainty. That's because Mercury retrograde arrives in Capricorn on December 29th, stalling your plans and asking you to review and reflect before moving on. This is a temporary pause and it will be beneficial in the long run. On the same day, Mercury and Venus both in Capricorn meet at the same point in the sky. A beneficial conversation can take place with a friend or colleague. Creative inspiration may also strike. The year ends with Venus and Pluto, both in Capricorn, on December 31st. Venus is the planet of love and desire, while Pluto is the planet of power and transformation. You may be reflecting on your true motivations. Is it power you crave? Have you been eager to feed your ego? This is also an important time to address any unhealthy power dynamics in any of your relationships. Start the new year fresh.